गुड आफ्टरनून. निश्चितपणे सर्व विद्यार्थी आपापल्या घरी सुखरूप असाल, आपली फॅमिली निश्चितपणे व्यवस्थित असेल अशी आशा बाळगतो. आणि सर्व विद्यार्थी आणि विद्यार्थिनी खरोखरच करोना काळाचा पुरेपूर उपयोग करत असतील. पुरेपूर उपयोग कुठल्या माध्यमातून? फक्त करोना मजा मारणे. करोना मजा मारणे म्हणजे काय? करोना काळात बाहेर जायला मिळत नाही, घरात राहा, घरात टी व्ही, दिवसभर चॅटिंग, व्हॉट्सअप, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम आणि जमेल तेवढ्या वेळेस जेवण करणे. बाकी अभ्यास नंतर पाहू कधीतरी. मित्रांनो, मी जे बोलतो आहे तुम्हाला माहिती, मी बऱ्याच वेळा रागात पण बोलतो, चुकीचं पण बोलतो, उलट पण बोलतो. परंतु थोडे दिवस शिल्लक आहेत आता एक्झामसाठी, तरी सगळ्यांनी काहीतरी प्रमाणात परीक्षेच्या दृष्टिकोनातून अभ्यासाला सुरुवात करायची. होप सो सांगितलेलं सगळे लोक मनावर घेतील आणि अभ्यासाला सुरुवात करतील. मित्रांनो, मागच्या वेळेस लास्ट टाइम बिफोर दिस लेक्चर वी ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड विथ द चॅप्टर मेजर इंट्रा and extracellular electrolytes. Generally, this is a one more and this is the last chapter for a subject pharmaceutical chemistry 1 as per your syllabus. In this chapter, some electrolytes which are majorly required for body mechanism. Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, these are the 4 major electrolytes required for our body mechanism. And the maintenance or presence of such electrolytes in a body, it is daily to be checked, can't say checked, but daily to be consumed. Why this so? Because of all electrolytes, they play their important role in our physiological body mechanism, and that's why they are necessary to be present in our body with a required or with the stipulated amount, so that no disease to be developed in our body. Generally, these electrolytes are synthesized in our body by different sources, by different calorie food, fruits, grains, vegetables, meat, meal, variety nuts, all we are consuming throughout the day. By their digestion, by their synthesis, these electrolytes are prepared, and then these electrolytes are circulated with the different compartments of our body, and they shows their important role for the strengthening, for the development of a body. Generally, electrolytes are prepared, but some other time if there is a lack of electrolytes in our body, by different ways, with the different diseases so-called, with the different types of conditions developed with the body so-called, electrolyte loss is there. And whenever there is electrolyte loss, in our chapter, electrolytes are to be covered in a body by 3 different mechanisms. Number 1, electrolyte replacement therapy. Number 2, electrolyte combination therapy. And number 3, physiological acid-base balance. By 3 different ways, electrolytes are maintained in our body. They may be replaced, they may be combined with another one. There may be the acidosis, there may be the alkalosis, but necessary is that electrolytes must be present in our body with the stipulated amount. Last time we were completing with the first mechanism, first class, that is electrolyte replacement therapy by studying two major electrolytes compounds in their monograph. One, sodium chloride. Second, potassium chloride. Sodium chloride and potassium chloride, these are the two major electrolytes. Whereas calcium containing electrolytes compounds are calcium gluconate, calcium acetate. It is already studied under the heading of a chapter, official compounds of calcium. These all electrolytes are required for our body. First mechanism, that is electrolyte replacement therapy, it is already covered. Today we start with the second mechanism, second step, second class so-called of electrolyte, that is electrolyte combination therapy. The word itself implies electrolyte combination therapy. This is one therapy in which there is a supply of electrolyte, but not only one electrolyte, but one electrolyte with other electrolytes, they are to be supplied in combination in our body, so as to say variety electrolytes are balanced. Now here, generally before or after surgery, patient is unable to consume a food. Before or after surgery, some other time, patient is unable to consume a food. And when the patient is unable to consume a food, in that case, electrolytes are given as a food in the form of liquid, in the form of solution. And these solutions, whenever they are given in the body, they plays their role as a food for the development, for the aliveness of our body. This is for before or after surgery. But some other time, number of patients are there, they are unable to consume electrolytes, they are unable to produce electrolyte in their body. And when they are unable to produce electrolytes in their body, when they are deficient to produce electrolytes in their body, they are not capable to produce electrolytes in their body. Some electrolytes are given externally, but these electrolytes are given in a combination. And when you supply such electrolytes in a combination, these electrolytes will supply you in the form of sodium, calcium, potassium, some other time glucose, that is sugar. All these electrolytes, they are supplied in a combination, and they develop equivalent or stipulated amount of these electrolytes in our body. They are given alone, some other time they are given in combination. Generally, electrolyte combination therapy is divided into two forms. Electrolyte combination therapy is divided into two forms. Number one, as a fluid maintenance. And second one, electrolyte replacement. पहले कुठली? As a fluid maintenance. And second, electrolyte replacement. In a first mechanism, first class, that is fluid maintenance, in our body, this fluid maintenance of fluid solutions, that is to be given in the body of patient by intravenous injections, intravenous IV. And when they are given in the form of IV injection, they are directly mixed up with the blood. And when they are mixed up with the blood, they shows immediate effect. Whenever there is a fluid maintenance, they are given intravenously. Generally, major saline solutions, major electrolyte combination solutions, means 0.9% NaCl, sodium chloride, and 5% dextrose, 0.9% NaCl with 1% potassium chloride, 0.9% NaCl with 5% calcium gluconate. Variety concentration, variety preparations, they are given as a fluid. They are given as a fluid solution by IV in the body of patient. When they are supplied IV, that fluid maintenance, that fluid solution, it acts as a food. It acts to maintain an electrolyte in a combination. In a second type, electrolyte replacement therapy, generally whenever there is an excessive loss of electrolytes, and when there is excessive loss of electrolytes, generally excessive loss of electrolyte can be done only when there is a continuous vomiting, when there is a continuous diarrhea. When there is a continuous vomiting or diarrhea, definitely due to the continuous vomiting or diarrhea, so-called purgation, continuous liberation of watery fluid from our body. And whenever there is a whenever there is a continuous liberation or removal of watery fluid through our body, at a one stage, person feel a weakness. And when the person feel a weakness, it requires a saline solution, it requires a dextrose injection, it requires calcium solution, so as to so-called electrolyte replacement. But some other time, instead of giving a saline solution by IV, in a market, variety oral rehydration powders are available. These oral rehydration powders are the one, they contain variety electrolytes. They prepared in the form of powder, and these powder, it is then added in a required amount of water. That water is to be taken as a draught. When you take this water as a draught, you feel better. याचे एक्झाम्पल जर तुम्हाला माहिती असेल नसेल तर इलेक्ट्रॉल पावडर तुम्ही ऐकलं असेल, एनर्जॉल पावडर ऐकले असेल, ग्लुकॉन डी, ग्लुकोज, ॲप्कोज डी. These all the powders are electrolyte powders. They contain sodium chloride, potassium chloride, sodium bicarbonate or sodium citrate or glucose. Some other time they may contain some flavoring agents or sweetening agents, and they are prepared in the form of dry powder, and that dry powder is to be added in a water. इलेक्ट्रॉल पावडर किंवा एनर्जॉल पावडर तुम्ही आपण पाण्यात टाकतो. घरात जर समजा, मी क्लासमध्ये पण बऱ्याच वेळा बोललो आहे की एनीबडी वेन यू फील अ वीकनेस विदाउट एनी डॉक्टर consultant, you can take electrol powder, 1 spoon, add it in a water, half a cup of water, add it there, dissolve it slowly, properly, and that water to be taken as a draught. It acts as a saline. It acts to maintain an electrolyte. You feel better. जसं आपण नारळ पाणी पितो, नारळ पाणी पिणं म्हणजेच काय, नारळाचं पाणी समवट खारसट असतं पहा. सलाईन इन टेस्ट, अश्रूंची टेस्ट. सलाईन टेस्ट म्हणजे अश्रूंची टेस्ट, म्हणजे त्याच्यात कमी प्रमाणात सोडियम क्लोराईड आहे. परंतु नारळ पाणी दिल्याने काय होतं की त्या माणसाला जो विकनेस डेव्हलप झाला तो थोडाफार प्रमाणात कमी होतो. लहान बाळाला सुद्धा आपण घरातल्या घरात मीठ साखर पाणी देतो, हे पण एक प्रकारचं सोल्युशन. हे सगळे जे काय ड्राय पावडर्स आहेत, they are to be added in a water, and that water is to be taken as a draught. And when you take that water as a draught, that is so called oral rehydration solution. त्याला काय मी oral rehydration solution. Generally WHO recommended oral rehydration solution. Oral rehydration sachets are available in the market, and these sachets are to be added in a water, and that water is to be given as a draught in the body of patient. That patient feel better. That patient maybe minimizes his weakness due to that powder. Generally, this is an important question for exam. Give the major constituents and uses of ORS. If I say ORS, that is so-called oral rehydration solution. These oral rehydration solutions are the powders. And these powders, they may contain sodium chloride, potassium chloride, sodium bicarbonate, sodium benzoate, dextrose, and flavoring agents, sweetening agent. Generally, WHO, which is recommended ORS, it shows a different constituent, like 1 sodium chloride 3.5 gram, potassium chloride 1.5 gram, sodium bicarbonate 2.5 gram, dextrose 20 gram, and purified water quantity sufficient to make 1 liter. Okay? Whenever you want to prepare 1 liter of ORS solution, जर तुम्हाला 1 लिटर ORS सोल्युशन बनवायचं असेल तर त्याचे कॉन्स्टिट्युएंट कुठले कुठले असतील. त्याच्यात सोडियम क्लोराईड असेल 3.5 ग्रॅम, त्याच्यात पोटॅशियम क्लोराईड असेल 1.5 ग्रॅम, सोडियम बायकार्बोनेट असेल 2.5 ग्रॅम, आणि डेक्स्ट्रोज असेल 20 ग्रॅम. And that is total mixture that is to be dissolved in 1 liter of water, And this ORS solution, it is given slowly in the body of patient. Generally, ORS solutions are given in the children, in the infants. When you are supposed to supply for the children, generally 1 liter ORS solution, it is to be given in newly born infant within 24 hours. 1 liter ORS solution, मीठ, साखर, पाणी, हे आपल्या घरातलं घरात. थोडंसं मीठ, थोडी साखर, थोडं पाणी, हे झालं ORS सोल्युशन. ह्याच्यावर घरात इलेक्ट्रॉल पावडर नसेल, एनर्जाल नसेल किंवा ORS पावडर नसेल तर घरातल्या घरात आपण एखादं लहान जन्माला आलेलं बाळ असेल, त्याला डिहायड्रेशन झालं असेल, त्याला पर्गेशन होत असेल, त्याच्या स्किनवर ड्रायनेस आला असेल किंवा कोरडेपणा वाढला असेल आणि जर घरात ORS पावडर नसेल तर त्यावेळेला काम करतात घरातले लोक थोडं मीठ म्हणजे सोडियम क्लोराईड, थोडी साखर म्हणजे डेक्स्ट्रोज, थोडं पाणी, याचं घोळ तयार करतात, याचं सोल्युशन तयार करतात. त्या बाळाला दिवसातून थोडं 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 24 तासपर्यंत देत जातात. याची मात्रा इन अ इन्फंट्स ORS सोल्युशन्स आर गिवन 1 liter within 24 hours. आणि इन अ चिल्ड्रन म्हणजे काय, 2-4 वर्षाचं बाळ असेल, 5 वर्षाचं बाळ असेल तर त्याला 1 liter इन विदिन 8 to 10 hours, 8 ते 10 तासात 1 लिटर लहान बाळाला. आणि नुकतंच जन्माला आलेलं बाळ असेल तर त्याला 1 लिटर पाणी 24 तासपर्यंत थोडं थोडं द्यायचं. याला म्हणणार मी ORS सोल्युशन. दिस इज युअर ओरल रिहायड्रेशन सोल्युशन. दॅट इज नथिंग बट oral replacement or electrolyte combination solution. If you see the constituent list, if you see the formulation, there is sodium chloride, there is a potassium chloride, there is a sodium bicarbonate, there is a dextrose. Means sodium electrolyte is there, potassium electrolyte is there, sugar is there, sodium bicarbonate as an antacid is there also, and water is there. All are to be combined together, so-called electrolyte combination therapy. This is to be prepared in the form of powder. That powder added in the water. That water is to be given in the body of patient as a drop. That is so-called second mechanism of major intra and extracellular electrolyte chapter. That is electrolyte combination therapy. One more therapy is remaining. That is your physiological acid-base balance. This is therapeutically physiological acid-base balance. That will see immediately after this lecture. Is that clear? That is the in detail explanation regarding with the second mechanism of electrolyte therapy, that is electrolyte combination therapy. पहिली झाली तुमची इलेक्ट्रोलाइट रिप्लेसमेंट थेरपी, आता जी घेतली ती होती इलेक्ट्रोलाइट कॉम्बिनेशन थेरपी. याच्या तिसरी जी असेल ती फिजिओलॉजिकल ॲसिड बेस बॅलन्स. टिल देन गुड बाय.